What's up, guys? I'm Mr. Highway 98, and today I'm back with another CD review. Today's review will be A Day to Remember's Bad Vibrations. So Bad Vibrations is the sixth studio album by A Day to Remember, and it was originally planned for release on August 19th, 2016. However, due to complications with the album artwork and a few other things, it was pushed back, and the official release was September 2nd, 2016. So I'll go ahead and list off the track list for the album. First we have Bad Vibrations, which is the title track, and we've got Paranoia, Naivety, Exposed, and then we have Bullfight, Reassemble, Justified, We Got This, Same About You, Turn Off the Radio, Forgive and Forget, and then there's two bonus songs, which are Negative Space and In Florida. And so now I kind of want to talk about some of my favorite tracks on the record, which is basically the whole record. We start off with Bad Vibrations, and it's just the perfect, it's the perfect opener to a song. And there's been a few interviews that I've heard before with Jeremy where he's always said that he wants albums to start with a song that's just in your face and just like, just out there. And that song definitely covers that. It's an easy song to headbang to if you like headbanging. And I actually did a cover of that song about a year ago, maybe a little bit less than a year ago, but I did cover that song. And covering that song was so fun, and I love that song so much. Another one of my favorites, probably my favorite overall, would be Exposed, because it's definitely a heavy song, and when it comes to music, I like my music more on the heavy side than like the pop punk side. Not that I don't hate pop punk, it's just that it's not really my go-to kind of sound. I love the heavy stuff. Love the breakdowns, and the chugging guitars and all that good stuff. And with Exposed, we get that. We get that banger guitar intro. It just sounds so awesome. And we got those amazing choruses by Jeremy. And I feel like every member of the band kind of has a moment to shine on this track. And one thing that I really like in particular is that on this track, we actually get a little bit of Neil's screaming. And if you don't know, Neil Westfall is the rhythm guitarist of the band. And he does screaming live and everything, but I've never heard him scream on the album. And we've heard Kevin Scaff, who is the lead guitar player, we've heard him sing on What Separates Me From You on some of those tracks, and on Common Courtesy too on some of those tracks. And just to hear Neil, get a little moment on there was super cool, I thought. And then next, another one of my favorites is Justified. And Justified is kind of that same thing, like perfect blend of screaming and singing. And I feel like everyone has a moment to shine on this one. And I feel like Jeremy kind of stands out a lot more because this is a chance where his voice really gets to pop out and just kind of be out there. And I love the message behind the song, that banging chorus line, "Burn me alive if you feel that's justified." I think that's awesome. I'm not really going to talk about all of my favorite songs. I'm just going to talk about the ones that really stand out to me. And another one of those that stands out to me is actually the two bonus tracks, Negative Space and In Florida. Those honestly, even being bonus songs, they're probably some of my favorite songs that A Day to Remember has ever written, especially In Florida. And I've talked about this multiple times, but there are some times when an album will have a song and I'm just kind of I'm not really feeling it. And then, after a while it grows on me and it's just like, wow, this song is incredible. And that's how In Florida was. When I first heard it, I was like, oh, it's all right. I mean, didn't really think of it too much, and I would just kind of skip it every now and then. But more recently, I started listening to that song and I was like, wow, why did I stop listening to this song? This song's great. And it's definitely one of my favorites. And Negative Space being the same thing, that song, it took a minute for me, for it to grow on me. And when it finally did, I was like, this song is really good. And yeah, I think overall, you know what? Actually, I'm going to talk about some of the songs on the album that don't really. It's not that they don't appeal to me, because I love all the songs on this album, but I guess it would just be like the ones that I don't really listen to as often. You know, those songs being Naivety, and really, I think just really that song, and maybe Same About You. Actually, no, We Got This too. Those three songs. Same About You know, is starting to grow on me. But Naivety and We Got This. It's not that they're bad songs at all. It's just that I just never really listened to them. And I definitely do want to get into them like in the future, and hopefully I do, because you know, like I plan on covering, you know, the whole album. You know, I want to love every song so that I can cover it. But yeah, other than that, you know, I think this is a phenomenal album. I think it would be number 2 in my favorite discography of A Day to Remember, my favorite being Homesick. And I think overall, I think this album would get a 9 out of 10, mainly just because of those, like I said, those 3 songs that haven't really had the time to grow on me yet, but I feel like over time they will. And yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed the CD review. You know, I'm a little nervous with doing these again because I haven't done one in like years. Like it's been quite a while since I've done one. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. There's plenty more to come. You know, these things will be popping out every other Wednesday. So yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you've, you know, watched my videos for a while and you haven't subscribed yet. Please do. And yeah, that should be it. And I'll see you guys on Saturday with another video. Peace.